And welcome back to the Steve Duvet Murder Mystery Hour, wrapping you in a warm blanket of confusion and suspicion. Now, I'm here with Greer. Greer, tell me, at any point did you ever imagine in your wildest dreams that an amateur detective such as yourself would come face to face with the emoji murderer?
Oh, it's I murderer.
I know this is your first time, but I'm just going to stop you right there. He actually slit his victims' throats, not their eyes. So
No, it's like I murderer as in, like iMessage.
Yeah, right, okay. A little bit derivative and probably works better over your little group texts than in person and the spoken word.
Also, sorry, one more thing. We're online detectives.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh, it's just you said amateur.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. No, yeah, I didn't realize that you were actually being paid. Therefore, it would have been professional. So I'm here with the professional Greer, who is a member of the Sydney Sleuths.
Sleuthers.
Oh, there's two of you.
Sorry, we're the Sydney Sleuthers. Someone else is the Sydney Sleuths.
Oh, so this is a game to you. Like murder is kind of a competition to beat your opponents. Well, that's good to know.
Not really, no. The thing is, the Sleuthers, we're working the case, so we know everything about it, back and forth, from the text messages to the way he dresses his victims to the type of victims that he chooses. Everything is exactly like the MSN murderer from the 90s.
Okay. You heard it here first, loyal listeners. Greer claiming that this murderer is none other than the MSN murderer of old, back from the dead. Next thing you're going to tell me that he's, that detective whose parents obviously didn't love him when they named him. Bob Bobson.
Actually, funny you should mention that because he was a favourite suspect at the time, so...
Greer, I'm going to have to stop you. This is actually an information-based podcast. We don't just go retrospectively dredging up tabloid headlines trying to crack a new big story. We deal in fact, okay? The MSN murderer is dead and gone. He was a loser, a boozer, a red rose abuser. He died alone and afraid, never having gotten laid. Boom, there we go. Actually, that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a hook into our next ad from the lovely people from the Spinopedic Mattress Company. And they're going to tell you something fantastic about their mattresses just after this. So that was pretty good. Do you want to go grab a drink?
No.
Fair.
It was a story of unrequited love, a quarrel between an artist and his model. After posing for him for hours in the nude,
he pulls her in by the waist.
she reaches into his pockets.
Sounds like 50 Shades of bullshit.
Enough of this nonsense. Let's talk about what we know. Let's look into the MSN murderer's profile. He's middle class, white male, INTP personality. He's introverted, private, and he thinks that he's better than everyone else.
You do have the skull topography of a serial killer.
Oh no. Oh no.
Are you okay?
Now that awful interview is going to be immortalised as Steve Duvet's last podcast.
Piece of crap you'll never live down.
Like a floater in the office toilet that just won't flush.
Deny it all you want, but everyone knows it was you.
If the podcast did lead to Steve's death, then that could only suggest the MSN murderer is still alive.
I bet it's because he called him the emoji murderer.
You guys know what this means, right? Now we have to treat Officer Bob as a real-life suspect. I mean, after all, he's the only one around that has actual links to the MSN case. Tom, we need you.
You do?
We need you to get your dad to help us infiltrate the Sydney Sleuths so we can capture Bob Bobson.